we trash it in Zimbabwe, Antigua in Zimbabwe, Africans are liberated Zimbabwe, I liberate Zimbabwe. No more internal power struggle, children.
Alright guys, here's one for the record books. We've got a unit put in probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Hyperion Trane. One of the best units made from my opinion. And what did they do? Put an electronic air filter on it that needs cleaning every month. And of course it doesn't get the cleaning every month. So then it blocks the airflow, then the unit can't work right. Also, the evaporator sensor here, it just tells the unit what the temperature of the evaporator is. This wire here we cut. There we go. So we had a, looks like the ultraviolet light is what I'm thinking. So there's one break and that's complete break. See, there's no wire inside there. Got another one here. Okay, so yeah, we got the power restored. We cleared the blank coat out. And we do not have a red fault code on either board now. So that means the computer, it wouldn't clear the fault out, number 3 fault, for the bad connection to the evaporator sensor. So now that we've got that wire, the bad spot eliminated and the wire back together, we cleared the fault code, reset our power, and now our fault code has cleared. It wouldn't clear before because of it being disconnected, even if you tried to clear it. So now, what caused this? Well, we got lots and lots of wires up there, and through there, believe it or not, right through there, they ran this UV light. So we're going to see what we can do about moving the wires out of the way, preventing this problem in the future. Number 2, also, he's went ahead and he pulled all the guts out of the clean effects, and because it wasn't no longer working. And I looked at the wiring from the clean effects, and I mean, we've got some really good wiring here. As you can tell, we've got a ground wire here, and that's functioning as well. He's got a 20 by 25 filter on this, which is 480 square inches of grill space, and this is a 3-ton unit. 600 here is the minimum on a 3-ton at 200 square inches per ton. And let's get a shot of that 20 by 24. So got a couple issues with this one. Like I said, he's replaced this electronic. This is an electronic expansion valve here. And he's replaced this. He's replaced it twice, so this is the 3rd one that he's had in here. And I told him that's probably due to the valve overworking, probably because it doesn't have enough airflow. So we're going to put our gauges on it and check the rest of it here and get it started up and put back together. but I believe we found our problem, which is a broken wire to our evaporator sensor, temperature sensor. And now this unit is a TAM7 AOC 36. So yeah, it's a TAM. This is as good as it gets as far as I'm concerned. It's just unfortunate that due to the ultraviolet light, he's having an issue, and also due to the lack of return air, he's also having an issue with this unit. So the only thing unrelated to that he's ever had an issue was a leak at the condenser, and that has been repaired, and apparently that's not a problem now. So of course we'll double check everything. Let's get some footage. Let's get it put back together, guys. All right guys, we are back out on this location here where they had the Trane unit that was not installed correctly, and they have 0-degree superheat. Get a shot of it so you guys, here we are, and this is that when we had the red fault code on for the wire going to the evaporator temperature sensor. That wire was broke, throwing a red fault code. We got the wire repaired, we cleared the fault out. But when we started the unit, I don't know if I got any footage, but we were at 0 superheat at about 4 degrees subcooling. So even not fully charged, and we were at 0 superheat. So this has a electronic metering device, EEC. So I knew that we not only had didn't have enough refrigerant in because we weren't at 10 degrees subcooling, but we were at 0 degrees superheat. So we added this 12 by 12 return here, which is 144 square inches. If you do the math, 12 times 12, and we added another one here on top of the 20 by 20. Yeah, 20 by 24 here. So if we do the math on the 20 by 24, we're going to come out below 600 square inches of grill space that we need for this 3-ton. If you do the 200 cubic square inches per ton, we need 600. And we were under that with just the one. So we added this, and I did check it after we added this one. Our superheat came up to about 10, but then when we got I started adding some refrigerant, and we got it up to 9-10 degrees subcooling, our superheat went back down to about 4 to 5 degrees after we put this one in. So we went ahead, we got 2. But I just wanted to see if we needed it or not. So we went ahead and got the second one in now, and we'll get some final numbers on that. Let's go see what good we did. I believe we got the system on now, and we'll see what a difference made, a little return air made. Perfect, absolutely perfect. This girl right here was put in probably 3 years ago, and it's had nothing but problems from the get-go. This customer has already put 2 new EEC valves, which are the electronic TXV valves there at the evaporator. He's already installed 2 new ones. So he's had 3 expansion valves at the evaporator put on this system. As soon as he told me that, I knew one thing to check first. That is the return air, the amount of air going into the unit on the inside. Guys, if you have a unit that's continuously putting down, where you got expansion valves going down after expansion valve going down year, like every year you replace one, or every 2 years you replace one, there's a reason for that. Those were only designed, they just weren't designed that heavy duty to have that kind of a load to have to constantly work when they're not designed that way. So I just want to show you guys that footage. And now it's time to clean up. All right, guys. So guys, another high dollar unit installed improperly, giving the customer trouble, replacing parts for years, never knowing why. They've bought one of the best units there is and they have nothing but trouble out of it. So we finally got them right, and it all come down to insufficient airflow and the return, making the electronic expansion valves go bad year after year after year. They've installed 2, so this is the 3rd one now that they've had in this unit. Now that we've got 2 12x12 returns added to our 20x24, we have a total of over, I know it's way over 600 cubic square inches of grill space. We have the correct amount of air flowing into our unit now, and our subcooling, our superheat reflects that in our gauges on our final reading. So I just wanted to kind of just make a big point here to you guys that when you see expansion valves going bad, there is a reason why. Carrier made some bad valves there for a little while, but most of the time on any other unit besides Carrier, if you've got a TXV that's going bad, there's a reason for it. And you can replace the TXV, but then you're not fixing the problem. You're just going to be back on it, or somebody's going to be back on it. And this is the best kind of calls for me, guys. I don't know about you, but when you walk up and you meet the customer and you ask them how they're doing, and then they look at you and they say, "I've had nothing but trouble out of this Trane unit." I looked at them like, "Are you kidding? Really?" And so anyway, we've got it solved. We got the issue resolved, and shoot, it's time to grab a bite of lunch and call this one.
Every man got the right to decide his own destiny, and in this judgment there is no passion